Up next we have, starting in lane A, we have Joseph Xu of Chinese Taipei, Iñaki Joseba Santos Amendariz of Spain, Simon Vendicher of Germany, and Frederick Mayer of Australia. Simon is competing in the junior division, and Frederick is competing in the masters division. Okay. Getting ready. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Simon's sitting outside of the water. It is a little chilly, especially without a wetsuit on. So I would also be sitting out of the water as well. Yep, looks cold to me. Looks like we might have a do not start from Frederick, who should be in lane D by now. So unless he jumps in the next 30 seconds, I don't think he'll be competing, which is totally within his right. I've said a few times during this comp, it's better to announce that you're going to do something and then not show up than not announce something and then decide on the day, oh shoot, I really wish I could be competing right now. You have no penalties if you don't show up. You just don't get a result. And actually, as we can see, it looks like Joseph did not start as well. Earlier today, Joseph did a massive dynamic dive. Completed 257.57 meters, which I believe puts him in either 4th or 5th place overall. And that takes a lot out of you. In the long, normally when we think of being exhausted, we think of pushing for a long period of time or going to the max. And when we've looked at some of these disciplines in the past, all the athletes look really relaxed, or it's not that big of a distance, or whatever it might be. But what's actually happening is there's a massive amount of stress being put on the central nervous system. The body is working hard to maintain focus, maintain relaxation, and it can really wear you out. And actually, I believe Frederick also competed this morning. Quickly look at my notes list here. Yes, Frederick also competed. And actually, he's not competing right now because he had a surface blackout. If you black out at any point during a dive, you are not allowed to get back in the water for at least 24 hours. That is one of the rules of CMAS and is being followed and adhered to right now. Let's see, Iñaki. Some strong recovery breathing, and then off again. Iñaki competing in this discipline with bifins. Again, definitely something that he is allowed to do. Dynamic does not state whether it must be a monofin or a bifin. Here we see Simon releasing some air there. I'm not sure if he's doing any packing before heading down or not. Sometimes if you take more packs, the pressure that builds up can be a little uncomfortable, and so you might have this urge to release some of that air out. Okay, and he's off the wall, moving towards 350. What Iñaki is trying to do here is remove as much CO2 as he can from his body and also allow the body to recover as much oxygen as possible. If we remember from high school physics, gases travel in concentrations from higher levels to lower levels. They always want to even out. And when a amount of CO2 is greater in one area over another, it will flow from that higher area to the lower area. In this event, we are getting a massive amount of CO2 building up in the muscles that is being transferred off to the blood, which then goes to the lungs. In the lungs, the CO2 is greater than the CO2 that's actually in the lungs, so the CO2 molecules will flow into the lungs. By breathing quickly and by purge breathing like that, you are very quickly making it so that the CO2 is always remaining really low in your lungs, and the CO2 in your blood is always freely flowing from the blood to your lungs, and then exhaling out. I believe Iñaki is at, let's see, what is Iñaki at? He may be at 250. We'll see. He's coming back now. I believe Simon just completed 350, so this will be his final lap, or his final length. Okay, Iñaki is definitely exhausted, working very hard, lips a little blue, showing sign of hypoxia. Looks like he is done. Giving the okay sign to the judge. Hi, Charlotte. That's a great question. Yeah, wowee. 6:36:45. With bifins, that is tough. Yes, you get disqualified if you come up before you reach the other end. That is the case if you come up halfway through the pool. That is also the case if you